It's crazy how a little over 10 days ago, basically a week and some change ago, you go from this.
With the winner, Anthony Joshua. Anthony, congratulations on the win.
Celebrating like this.
I want to give him his props. He got up time and time again. It was difficult in there for him.
And making this guy feel like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're going to heal the broken jaw, come back and...
Because there was an accident that had happened. And what actually happened, we know. And we'll break it down.
Anthony Joshua kó sílẹ̀kùn kó lè bọ́lẹ̀. Anthony Joshua ni. Anthony ni. Abẹ́ fẹ́mọ̀tò abẹ́. Kọ́tì ọkọ gbé. Kọ́ wá bó tiẹ̀ ṣe máa gbóhùn bọ́lẹ̀ náà. Kọ́ gbóhùn náà bọ́lẹ̀ kọ́tì ọkọ gbé lọ sọ́sìpìtì. Kọ́ gbé lọ sọ́sìpìtì kọjọ. Kọ́ gbé lọ sọ́sìpìtì. Kọ́ gbé lọ sọ́sìpìtì. Àwọn òyìnbó tọ́jọ wá. Condemn. Àwọn òyìnbó tọ́jọ wá ní o. Tọ́jọ wá Nàìjíríà. Pé kọjọ wá ṣeré. Lẹ́ni tán ní kọjọ wá ṣeré Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni àwọn òyìnbó yẹn ló wà lẹ́lẹ̀ torí kan ti fọ́ ọmọ mọ́tò tó dáàbò nìyẹn dáàbò tírélà lẹ́yìn ní sáà. Bros, where did they find?
Before we get started, make sure you check out today's sponsor right there, Fast Cash. Yes, there have been people winning money. Yes, there has been people winning money by hitting that QR code or tapping the description in the link. Y'all not like, I think people are expecting to win hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Nah, people are winning probably like 50 to 30 bucks real quick. Just, you know, playing a couple of games, taking like 30 minutes to an hour out of your day. So play my videos in the background and scan the QR code link. And yeah, there we go. Or, like I said, tap the link in the description. Now back to it. I think we get this mindset of enjoy the moment, right? Hedonism is the word, right? We're all hedonists in some type of way, because what actually happened, man, is they were speeding, bro. And you can tell they were on a, dare I say, a enjoyment of life. Even though, you know, what's even wilder is they're Muslims, so like certain things, certain ways in which you're supposed to live life as a devout Muslim, I'm not. Some of this stuff ain't supposed to actually exist, but I want to show you who actually passed away, and we're going to run the footage of the before the accident video. Roll it.
I feel like Bruce Lee when he's doing nonsense. No, true.
Show you the streets of Nigeria. Oluwasina, the first Iranian ever to step foot in Nigeria.
Hey, 2 times this year as well. That's crazy. April, December.
That's why you're called Oluwasina now, bro.
Oluwasina.
There are questions, and there are a bunch of questions, and we're going to basically point out the obvious. The first one is, where the hell were the ambulance? That's number one. Number two, where the hell was the helicopter? Because we know if this would have happened in America, streets would have been blocked off, ambulance would have been there within a couple of minutes or so. And the biggest thing, because I just had a conversation with somebody, and he said something, I was just like, bro, I never said that. But maybe I should. So if this sounds kind of like, duh, please don't get pissed off at me. The car wasn't on fire. We didn't see anything leaking. Why the hell are y'all moving him out? That was a whole cop that was pushing him out the goddamn wreckage. So I'm looking like, bro, first off, where's y'all technology? Where's all this shit that's always bragged about certain places? And I'm Congolese, so I'm the last one who can say anything. All we do is build batteries and go to war. But it's one of those things where it's like, bro, hell nah. But y'all all are going to ask, why the hell is he in Nigeria? Well, he is Nigerian. So there's that. He was born in Nigeria. No, he was born in London. His parents are Nigerian. He went to Nigeria for like 11 years and then came back to London. When he was about 12 years old and learned how to pick up the Mario sport of boxing, Queensberry rules. So I don't know why he would decide to go to Nigeria, but it's because it is his place of his parents' birth and his lineage. So that's what that is, bro. That's why he was there. And it just sucks because there's people with speeding. And I know he gonna be in heavy prayer, bro. God spared you. Because had he not been sitting in the back seat, he wouldn't be here anymore. He'd be dead. And then what would end up happening is he would have been a part of that Jake Paul list that's very, very awkward. Not a big conspiracy guy, but after this car accident with Anthony Joshua this morning, there might be a curse on anyone who fights Jake Paul. Nate Robinson, never heard from again. He actually had that kidney transplant. Ben Askren, lung failure, almost died. Teron Woodley, bankruptcy. Tommy Fury breaks up with hot wife, runs marathons versus middle-aged women now. Ryan Borland stopped boxing, became a plumber. Cesar Chavez Jr. deported after a fight. Anthony Joshua injured in car accident. You can get see all of this stuff. The version I can find right now. So if there's other news that comes out after this, then we'll cover it if it means that much on the Reloaded channel. So Anthony Joshua latest. Boxer badly shaken after 2 killed in car crash in Nigeria. Former 2-time world heavyweight champion rushed to hospital after collision while on holiday recovering from fight against Jake Paul. Anthony Joshua has been rushed to hospital following a car crash in Nigeria that has reportedly killed 2 people. The British boxer suffered minor injuries in the collision, which happened along a busy highway of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway at 11 a.m. local time on Monday, according to reports. Joshua's friends has reportedly said he is okay but badly shaken up as unverified footage circulates online appearing to show the boxer topless and looking dazed in the passenger seat of a vehicle among broken glass. The former 2-time world heavyweight champion, who is also of Nigerian heritage, was holidaying in Africa just 10 days after his high-profile fight against Jake Paul. Joshua stopped the YouTube-turned boxer in 6 rounds in Miami and was mooted and returned to the ring in February before a potential bout with Tyson Fury in later 2026. However, it is not known whether this outing will go ahead following the crash. Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, has said he is still gathering information, but the boxer is believed to be okay, according to reports. A representative of Joshua told The Independent that the 36-year-old UK base team is looking into the matter. Motorists urged to exercise utmost caution following Anthony Joshua crash. Nigerian authorities have urged motorists to exercise the utmost caution after a number of people were left hurt in a car crash involving Anthony Joshua. In a statement posted on X, the Oregon government described the incident as deeply unfortunate and painful, adding motorists are therefore urged to exercise utmost caution and adhere strictly to traffic regulations, especially during the festive season when vehicular movement is typically heavy. Road safety officers and other security agencies are also enjoined to intensify surveillance and enforcement efforts across the state to ensure safety of lives and Joshua's car crash into broken down vehicle, reports say. Anthony Joshua's car collided with a large truck that had broken down in the road on Sunday, according to reports. An eyewitness told the BBC Joshua stayed inside the vehicle for around 10 minutes before regaining consciousness. They said the Nigerian Road Safety Corps then arrived at the scene and removed the truck from the road. Oh. Okay, so who was involved in the Anthony Joshua car crash? Everything we know as the two killed and the boxer injured in Nigeria. Boxer star Anthony Joshua has been injured in the car crash in Nigeria that has left 2 people dead. The British heavyweight boxer, 36, was hurt when the Lexus Jeep he was a passenger in was involved in a collision with what authorities called a stationary red commercial Sino truck on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway on Monday. Authorities have so far given conflicting views on what led to the incident, and no details on the identities have been released. However, it is understood Mr. Joshua is one of the 2 men who escaped largely unharmed. Now, y'all know I'm the furthest person from conspiracy theories and all that, so I'm not going to push that conspiracy theory shit on you guys, but I know there are going to be people who dare I say, decide to press that issue, and I can't ignore it. You know, when you're in these positions, you do have to, dare I say, acknowledge it, you know. So we're just glad that Buddy ain't dead, and unfortunately, man, people lost their life. And I can say this, and I'm pretty sure some of you have traveled abroad. When you're driving in these other countries, bruh, sometimes you do speed. Sometimes you do speed, bruh. As many times I've been to, I shouldn't even say it. Yeah, forget it. As many times I've driven up to the rainforest that I've been going to when I go to this place that I go to, I've sped before. Just gonna keep it up there. I've definitely did my speed. You know, I've definitely sped, and yeah. It is what it is. But glad he's alive, man. R.I.P. to his 2 homeboys, man, his trainer and his friend, man. Y'all gotta slow down. I mean, that's stating the obvious. But also, he's supposed to fight Tyson Fury this next year coming up in 2026. Is he gonna be ready for that? Because we seen, Errol Spence go against Bud, and he looked good for maybe 2-3 rounds, and after that was that. And he still don't seem like, you know, he got it all, bro. So I don't know, man. They said he had minor injuries, but spiritually, internally, mentally, we'll see. He needs to stay on bed rest. In my opinion, he needs to stay in that hospital for the next 2 weeks just to make sure there's nothing wrong. The impact of that damn car is insane. So to say he only suffered that and where he was sitting, he was shell shocked, bro. Like, you could tell that man seen his life flash before his eyes. And don't be surprised and don't blame him if he decides to leave there and come here to America and start a family and get married and he retires from boxing. Like, there are certain things in this world that will put your life into perspective. And unfortunately, the earlier in life that you have near-death experiences, the more things get put into perspective. But sometimes, too, it'll turn you into a monster. There are, and some of you guys know certain people like that. There are people who have been shot, right? Near-death experiences, and they went back and they rampaged some shit. They decided to turn full-on devils. So hopefully he doesn't decide to go off the rails, and you can tell he's mentally not there. Hopefully he has a strong base that can dare I say, hold his hand in this process, because this is going to be some shit, bro. This is gonna be, man, this gonna be wild. I'm blessed to not have certain things that a lot of people have went through, and certain feelings, and a lot of you are blessed that you haven't been through certain things, because you know that if you had been through these things, it would have shaped you to the worst part. So your understanding or lack thereof is basically due to youth and missing those experiences. So I'm fairly certain you watching, you probably done been through some shit, and you was like, thank God it happened to me while I was later, not younger, because younger me would have snapped out. Now, granted, he's 36 years old. So he's lived a life, a lot of life, but you know, he's a boxer, bro. It's a lot of things he hasn't experienced. So within that boxing realm, all right, that's cool to do what you do, but and this, man, I don't know, man. I subscribe, turn on bells to notify, share to keep your people aware. See why this video right here is currently trending with Charleston White and this played out walkthrough shit that he keep on doing, man. The views are going down. We talking about walking out on college campuses, YNs, and now the reason why he walking out on this one, you will not believe the effing reason. Check it out, check it out, check it out right here, or click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one.